Hello friends, this is me Anil Polsani. This is regarding one of the online training on mainframe. So today we will be seeing a new point on the tools, okay, a new way of understanding the tool usage. So we already have a video, okay, there is another video before this one, okay, this is the second video on the tool points. So if you have not seen that, okay, you might be finding some missing gaps here. So before you complete this video, okay, before you start this video, you better go to that video of seeing the online training class of tools, okay, tools overview, okay, there is a concept of tools overview that you need to complete first, and then you need to come to this one, okay. So in here we are seeing in detail, okay, a little detailed steps of the using the tools, okay. In the other video I have explained what tools we need, okay, what tools we need, and what are the tools we have, what are the names of the tools, and how you should be using for your interview sake. Now this one is also for your interview sake only, okay, this is not any real-time tool kind of presentation here. This class are used for the people, okay, to the students who do not have a chance of seeing the real-time tools from their training process, or they might not be completing the course yet. For those students who are going for interviews with a non-experienced resume, just for your comfortability of clearing the interview rounds, okay. So just before we go to the tools, okay, just before I go to the tools, let me tell you guys, if I take the interview, okay, if I take the interview at most of the interview panels, okay, most of the I'll not only me, most of the interview panels, they go in a pattern of first go for the introduction part, okay. They're gonna ask you the introduction of yourself, okay. Now this is a known question, guys, this is a very known question. Now my question to you here is, are you prepared for this? Okay, have you ever prepared very good for this particular question, or you just gonna tell that I am so and so, I completed my BTech or education here and there, I am from so and so locality? Like this you gonna give an introduction to a person who is waiting for you know your skills of presenting yourself, a skill of presentation, right? Okay, this is a known question. How good you prepared is what we check. If you give the old way of representing that on a school level or a college level, there is nothing to be considered in your introduction, okay. We check your skills of presentation, what way you are presenting yourself, what are the key factors you are telling about yourself, what is your communication over here. Why I'm checking this, okay, most people assume, okay, most people assume, and most of the interview training videos say that we give introduction, okay, we ask introduction questions so that you feel comfortable for some time. Why we want you to be comfortable in interview? I don't want you to be in comfortable zone always. Okay, I want to see how really you will react when you are not completely uncomfortable. The projects are uncomfortable, guys. The project is uncomfortable. So why an interview will be a comfortable zone for you? So real-time interviews, okay, the real interviews, not real-time interviews. The real interview will check exactly what state of attitude you have and what kind of behavior you present when there is a tricky question, when there is a tough question, when there is a cornering question. So interview is not just to ask a question and get an answer and go away, okay, it's not like that, guys, it's not like that. It's an old case. This is new world. You are in a new world. There are a lot of people competing for that particular single position of job, and you want to be the best, you want to get the job, be something good, present yourself in a better way, okay. Somebody ask me, give me introduction, I tell 2 points. My name is Anil Polsani, I have completed my masters in computers in some so and so year. Why do I know whether you completed master or not? What is the use of it? The interview is on the mainframe. The interview is regarding the mainframe skills. So Instead of telling that statement, I should have started my introduction saying that I'm Anil Polsani. I have 11 years of experience in mainframe technology. Now that is what I need. You completed masters, you completed BTech, you completed some degree. Who cares, guys? Who cares? Don't give an introduction on your college days. Okay, gone are the days, happy days in the college only. What you have today is a competitive world, a world that will require to see as something good in you, as something required points. So, first point of introduction, don't neglect it. At least 2 or 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, your communication will be checked there. It's not like just for your self introduction. We need to know about your and biodata, everything. We don't need your biodata, guys. Okay, I don't need. If you go for my personal interview point, I do ask introduction not for knowing your personal your biodata. I'm not gonna make a matching here. Okay, I'm not gonna get a girl or a boy for the matching case. I'm asking you an interview question of introduction so that after I select you, okay, after I select you, I need to present you or introduce you to the client. I need to get in front of a client, and the client will ask the same question. Hey, buddy, can you please tell me about yourself? Then again you started to tell your all your school days and everything. I would be in a wrong place. How I selected you? So things are different, guys. The real world is different. What you see in the book is different. Then the second point, okay, I'm not going to spend more time on this interview part. We'll discuss this in another video. Okay, I'll give a very good another video how to handle your interviews. Okay, what are the tricks to know on interviews? I will give another video on this topic as well. But I want to just finish this point here because the second point, once your introduction is done, they're gonna start asking your project works, what you did. Okay, you have 3 plus resume, you have a 4 plus resume, you have a 5 plus resume, or even you have a 2 plus resume also. What you did in your project, I want to know. Okay, I want to know what you did in a project for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You say that I have 3 years resume, I solved space append. Come on, guys, space append is a lilliput of mainframe. Okay, space append is a lilliput. Gigantic events are there, gigantic situations are there. Each and every day, okay, each and every day is a hurdle in the project, and you come up with a little saying that I resolved space event. If you tell that space event to me, which I heard for 1,000 times in my career, I will never even care about that. So, project part, okay, what you did in the project, what kind of tools you have used, when you have used the tools, what kind of process you follow, what kind of documentation you do. These are the questions that will come under project round, which will be lasting for 15 minutes at least. Most of the guys which you already gone and into and not selected because of these 15 minutes only. Most of the people will be rejected in this category only, even though you are good in the technical part. Even though you are good in technical COBOL, you know answers on JCL, you know very good DB2, you are very good in CICS. Still you will not be get selected because you have a resume of experience, but you do not have the real experience. You will be lagging this part. You will be losing your points over there. So that's the point what I'm going to cover you. Okay, that is the part I'm covering you in this video. In the previous video, that is also related to this topic only, and this also related to this topic only. So I'm going to explain the steps or details what your tools will be used. So one of the tool is about the version control tool. Version control tool. As I mentioned in my other video, it could be a changement tool or it could be an endeavor tool. Okay, a changement tool or an endeavor tool. Any one of these two fellows will be there majorly, and these are the not only the world of these two tools, but for your interview sake, this will serve. Okay. Now, why do I need this tool? Let's say, okay, on a day one, okay, on your day somewhere like one day like April 1st, Fool's Day, I'm a fool as well to start this topic straight away because there are a lot of points I should start first, but okay, we're gonna use a simple point here. On April 1st, I open a mail. Okay, I opened a mail of my day my office mail, and I found saying that Anil, please do the change and test the code. This is what I see. Okay, I get a mail simply saying that Anil, do the change and test the code. Now, first step, I analyze the requirement and analyze the requirement. What is the program they give to me? Is there any impact of the code? What change they are talking? What is the business reason to do that change? I'm gonna do all my recon points, all my question and answers. I will try to do it here. Once done, I need to do coding. Okay, I need to do the code changes. What is being requested for me? For this point, your endeavor tool or the changement tool will come into picture. Here, like I told, your first step is to check out check out the component in the sense nothing but your COBOL or your JSL or your copybook. All these are your components, code components. Check out the component. Okay, check out the component. Done. Very good. Okay, or else we do not want to jump like this. Let's go in much more better way, much more better way. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this again. I'm gonna place it again, don't worry. First step, documentation. Okay, let's make a video of what another uh, 10 minutes extra here. So documentation is required. What all documentation you need? If it is a new project, if it is a very new project, then you start preparing the design documents. Okay, technical design documents, requirement documents, specification documents. So if it is a new project, you start from requirements, you go by your specifications, you create your designs, then you start doing the coding part. This is the basic world what we use in these steps. But if it is an existing program, okay, existing code change here, then what happens? You need to first do the analysis of the impact. You need to find all the code components. Okay, you need to find all the code components, and then you need to have a design document. A design in the sense just explaining what is the problem and what is the solution you are applying. What is the problem and what is the solution you are applying? That is what you have to prepare one design document. Second thing, you need to have a confirmation of your design. Okay, once your design is done, get the approval. Get the approval from your SME saying that this is the code or this is the change that you have to make. Because if you don't get confirmations in some projects, after you complete the project, they say this is not the requirement. How come you have done this one? Did you take many confirmation from me? These kind of questions will come. So to avoid this case of situations, generally in some projects we'll take confirmation of the design before only. Then estimates. Okay, another good point of knowing on the documentation is estimates. How much estimation you will be giving for a program change. Now there will be a template, guys. Okay, there will be an Excel templates in the project. What you need to do is just fill up the number of programs that you are making. So it will be like that. So very small change, somewhere like 2 hours, where you can say just for recompile. Okay, a grace bit of recompile. Small change, that means you are just not much change, or this like a JSL change or something like it will be of 4 hours. Medium change will go for 8 hours. For one program, 8 hours minimum. Minimum, that is. Complex change will be 16 and very complex change will be 32 hours. Now this would be the basic template hours, guys. You can change it. Okay, you can change it. You may see there is only one program, but it has tons of testing to do. Then you need to add more hours here. At the end of the day, you need to calculate how many hours you need for this particular change request. How many hours you need for calculating this change request or completing the change request. Then your estimate should be again approved. Okay, you say there is a single program, you need 150 hours. Then you need to justify why you need so many hours. 150 hours you need for simple change, they'll ask you. You need to justify. See, I have a program, I can do the coding in a 2 or 3 days only, but for testing I need to set up all the tables, I need to get all the files, I need to prepare some 10 JCLs. You need to tell like that, saying that the preparation of testing and the content what I need for testing, the data preparation will take time. That's why I have 150 hours for this change request. That's what you have to explain in detail. So once your estimation is done, okay, once your estimations are done, once your estimations are done, then you go for coding. Okay, of course you need to prepare some more documents, but not now. Once you have the requirement documents, when you have design documents, once you have a estimate documents, your impact of code details, all are already ready. Go for coding. Okay, let's jump for coding there. So in the coding point, okay, the second phase will be your coding phase. In here, like I told, you're gonna use the endeavor or change when version control tool. Version control tool. Here you're gonna do a first is to check out. Check out means you are getting the code from production to development. Okay, you are getting the code from the production to development here. Once that is done, spend your time, okay, take your time to do the code changes. Whatever the requirement is, whatever the requirement is, you spend the time to do the code changes. Compile. Okay, of course the tool itself will compile it, and you will be able to successfully get the max is 0 or 4, whichever it is. Once your code is completed, once your coding is completed, you took some day and you figure out all the changes required, you completed, you can define the variables, you have created a new paragraph, you have written a lot of statements. Very nice, excellent. Test it. For that you need to move the code changes to the test. Move the code changes in the sense, don't move the programs. In the tool you will have options to move the load module to the test. You need only the load. You don't need to move the code to the test, you need to move the load to the test. Once you are done with that, fourth step is out of the tool. Okay, not in the tool, out of the tool, code the test JCLs. Code the test JCLs. Prepare the test data files or tables, whichever it is. If you do not have test data in your test system, get the data from the production files. Get the data from production files. If you do not have test data in your tables, same thing. Get the data from the production database tables and put it into your test database tables. You need to prepare the data and do the test runs. You need to do the test runs. Don't say there will be testing team. Okay, don't say that you is a testing team. Mainframe projects, very few projects they use testers. Most of the project testing will be done by the developer only. You code, you only test. Not the tester will come. Don't tell that in the interviews. Okay, at least this is called a level of unit testing that at least you will only do. Even there is a testing team also, you will be doing your unit testing yourself. Unit test in the sense you are particularly checking that program only. Okay, you are particularly checking only that particular program only. That is what we call unit test, a small piece of unit of your application, not the system test. System test, integration test, and other tests, there are a lot of test cases, but test types, not cases, test types. So you will be doing unit testing. So in the unit testing, you need to have a very good skill here to prepare the test cases. Okay, to prepare the test cases, you need to prepare the A test case, B test case, C test case with positive success. You need to prepare E, F, G as well with the negative test cases. Like this, you need to prepare very good test cases and then apply these test cases on the program changes. Now, assume you got a very good testing. Okay, you're done with your very good testing. Capture the result. Okay, prepare the test result document. Okay, test case document will be different, test case result document will be different. You need to take the screenshots, the result documents, in the sense before the change what was the logic happening, after the change what kind of outputs you are getting. You need to take a proper document there. Okay, once that is done, send it for internal review. Internal review, what is internal review in the sense, your team member will check, your team member will check. Now, do not play around this space. Okay, don't go to your team member and say that, hey, please just send me a mail that you reviewed. Okay, please then send me a mail with review. Don't review anything, send me a mail with a reviewed case. Don't like do a silly case there. Okay, if the program goes into production and fails, your entire team will be having a burden of that, not only you. Okay, not only you who have coded, not only the one who has reviewed, the entire team will be having a burden of handling the escalations. Review of internal is very important. If somebody asks you to review a code, make sure you find the bugs if it is there in your code. If there are no bugs, very good, happy. But if there is any issue in your code logic, find it now itself. Be a team member. Don't be a friend or don't be a guide or somewhere. Just be a team member. As a team, you are responsible to push a code, proper code to production. Okay, you are supposed to push a proper code to the production, guys. So don't play around in the review stage. If somebody asks you to review, do in a strict way. If you are giving asking someone else to review, ask him. Please find mistake, friend or team member. I want that mistakes. We should not have any escalations later. That is what you have to do. Not go and tell him that, hey, please don't do much review. Just send okay, okay. Don't do like that. Okay, those are childish things. Those are childish things. I have seen those things, and it won't work in the projects. Once your review is done, then you have to then you have to go to where send the same. If there is any comments, correct them. Okay, if there is any review comments, correct it. Okay, it's okay, no worry, don't get embarrassed that I have mistakes. Don't worry, guys, it's okay. So send the same to your SME panel for review. You may set a meeting there. You need to discuss what kind of requirement came, how you tested it, what are the test results. They may say okay, or they may say do more testing. Like that, they can come up. You need to get to back. Okay, go back to again testing, prepare more test cases, prepare more test results, again send internal review, again go to panel. This should be repeated until your SME panel says okay. When they say okay, what does that mean? It means you are ready for the deployment. You are ready for the deployment. So in this case, okay, when your test is okay, okay, that's what I mean to say, then you need to prepare again a documentation, okay, for the review checklist. There will be a lot of other checklist from your project itself and from of your company itself. So some of the documentation should be done there also. Along with that, you need to prepare the package. Now come to the tool. Come to the tool. Okay, we used only tool for a place over here till now. Okay, after that you come to the tool. Now create a package. Create a package. If it is an individual tool, you create a package. If it is a changement tool, the first step itself is creating a package. So the package contains the form updated code changes one, which is ready to deploy, ready to deploy, ready to deploy. You don't deploy, don't worry, you will not do the deploy part. Okay, ready to deploy. What you have to do here is, once your package is done, once your tool package is created, you need to make sure that every component is there in that package, required component. Then you need to have a date. What date you want to? April, let's say 4th. If it is a date of April 4th, you need to have a date and send the ticket, send the change ticket for approvals. Okay, SMA said okay for your test results. That is different. You need a ticket to be in approval status. Okay, your ticket should be approved for implementation. It should be approved by two or three levels of business users, not the SME, not the IT team. The business user, they need to approve your change request. Once it is in approved stages, then final second stage is to create a ticket. Again, create a ticket to the deployment team. Okay, you will not do the deployment, guys, yourself. Okay, there will be a separate team to do installation of that package. You just create and leave it away, get the approvals and send the ticket to the deployment team. They will install. They will install. Okay, they will install the package. Now once they install, as per your code, check the code, check the code in production, check the code in production, whether your changes are there in that code or not. If they are there, that's fine. The last step of it is to wait for its first run. Wait for its first run. You need to wait for its first run, first run, and see all are okay. all are okay. That means your program should not amend there. And the result is what should be matching with your test result. It should be the exact results what you have written your code for. So that you have to check over here. Most of the case, 99% it will be correct only because you have followed the proper steps there. In case if you missed something and you're not done properly, then you will be going in the fifth step in a reverse way. You need to back out, go to stage 2, go to step 2, do again, do again if there is a problem in the fifth part. So in here we'll be using one of the tool. Okay, in this entire story you're using only one tool, that is your version control tool. Whenever there is a change, this tool will come into picture. Later all our documentation skills. Okay, you should know how to document a word in a proper structure, a proper way, a proper font, proper size, proper length. Okay, again you should also know a good hands-on experience on Excel sheets. At least a basic Excel sheet knowledge is also required. Don't go into project with 4 plus experience or 5 plus experience with dummy skills. You will be suffering there for help, for somebody's helping you. Nobody will help you guys. Okay, nobody will help you. Even I won't help you. I'm a trainer, I can train you. I won't help you, I will not help you there. Of course, I'm just saying because you will be working your own sake. Okay, I did a lot of help, a lot of guidance. I know a lot of non-experienced people joining my own project. They will be treating me like a god for their life because they have done such kind of help there. But I'm telling again to you, you will not find anyone help when you really need. Even I might not help in some lot of cases. So in the projects you will not find any help. So prepare and go. Don't just go and prepare there. Prepare and go. So this video is about a tool of Changeman and Endeavor tool and how a change request process takes care, how the change process goes on. So again, you need to get more concepts here. The next video I'll plan on the interview pattern. Okay, I have a very good topic there. I have very good things to tell to you all. So again, please do subscribe to our channel. If you are seeing till here, please do subscribe to our channel. If you are seeing till today or till now, if you have not seen till now, obviously it means you have not liked my video. But if you have seen till here, that means you are interested, you've been helped to know some knowledge here. So I did my part, you do your part, subscribe to the channel, and please share the video to all the people to see in the YouTube. Don't just download and see it for your sake. I need to you to see in the YouTube only. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your time and see you with the next video soon.